Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to be here, and it's a huge responsibility to open the agenda, so I will do my best. So let's imagine a future where textile was not polluting but regenerating. This future is not decades away, and it's only possible if we all work together. So today I will share how Positive Material is making this vision real, and the collaboration across this room is the key to get to this shift. So Positive Materials as a company, we are a textile company. In our core, we work between design, the concept, manufacturing, and the technology. So in our company, we have two important business streams. The first one is the bulk production, where we are a pure tier 2, so we are a fabric supplier. We have our seasonal collections that we present to the brands, and after the selection of these materials, we produce the bulk orders and to deliver to their nominated manufacturers. The other stream is R&D, where we play an important role being an incubator and accelerator for the innovators and also for the fashion brands. So we have a multidisciplinary team that is able to work across the supply chain with different partners. It can also translate the technology that we source from the innovators, from academia people, to our production teams, and then to the brands. So Positive Materials, we are based in Portugal. We have our lab and operations in Portugal. Portugal is an important innovation hub for the textiles. And we have also an extended team here in the UK. We are also part of PDS Group. PDS Group is one of the leading groups in the textile and is also an important investor in relevant startups. So these are a few examples of innovators that are also invested by PDS, and we are also collaborating. Somaterra, that is also in this event, working on regenerative and hydroponic cotton. Leather coatings is a black pigment that is produced from wood waste, 100% wood waste, that we use for printing and for garment dye. Colorifix, a bacteria dye process. And Evernew, it's a company that is transforming textile waste into a high-performance lyocell. So our location, so our head office are in Portugal. We have our development and production units there. We have then in the UK, we have also a subsidiary, Positive Materials UK. PDS Ventures is also based here. We have an office in the US. And PDS India is also supporting us on our sourcing activities for fiber and yarns. This is our networking of partners. So in Portugal, we work with all the textile institutes and universities that support us in our R&D activities. Then in the UK, we work with a lot of universities, and we are scouting and assessing a lot of innovations from the UK. And we are also collaborating with the Microfiber Consortium. We are also a supply chain strategy for Fashion for Good, and we're also collaborating with the Global Fashion Agenda. So our approach on being an incubator or accelerator to the innovators. So what we do, so we scout and assess different technology from academia, from innovators, and we take innovators from TRL 4 to 8. So what we do, we are in the gap between the innovators and the brands, and we see this need from the innovators and also from the brands. So we take the innovators, we onboard them in our production facilities, and with our team, we support them in all the journey to do validation, the pilot, and the scaling. As soon as they are ready for scaling and bulk, which is TRL 9, we then launch to the market. So we have, in this process, we have an approach to very early stage innovators. And this is the way we work. We have 3 ways to work with the very early stage innovators and also the brands. So what we do, we explore, we support the brands on sourcing new technology areas, and we run all the due technical diligence. So on the incubate, so we take very small amounts of materials from the different technologies. We do the process of validations, and in parallel, we also try to produce capsule collections with the brands. And develop it's already on the pilot scale, where we are able to produce the capsule collection with the materials that we produce. So this is the approach when we are working already with scale technologies and brands. So we develop a purely material development to produce seasonal collection that we then present to the brands and to the market in general. The diagnosis is to understand from the brands the sustainability needs. So understanding the sustainability needs and innovation needs, we can then create scaling pathways and also maximize the sustainability impact. On the implement process, so it's working on the supply chain. So we have our facilities in Portugal. We do all the developments and production in Portugal, but we have some partner brands that have a different location for their supply chain. So we are able to replicate what we're doing in Portugal and build a different supply chain. We can build a new supply chain, or we can work with the brand supply chain, with the existing one. This is our framework to materials development. So these are the 4 categories that follow us in our material developments. Plus regenerative, it's all related to regenerative processes, everything that brings back to the planet. And in this area, we are working with regenerative cotton and regenerative wool. So Matera, again, on the regenerative cotton, and Gooders cotton as well with the fiber trace technology for the full traceability. Bioengineered, so it's related to all the process and products that were designed or modified using biological techniques. And in this area, we are really focused on the dyeing, everything around the wet process. And we are implementing in-house 2 alternative solutions for the conventional dye, which is Colorifix and Doctarine Bio, working both on bacteria dyes and fermented colors. Green chemistry, it's the way for us to make chemistry more sustainable and safer as well. So always around the wet process, and again, a huge focus on the dyeing. So Dye Recycle is also an innovator that we are supporting and collaborating. So they are producing a recycled dye stuff from polyester textile waste. Less waste. Of course, recycled fibers that we are sourcing from different origins, and also products that are produced from waste. So Nature Coatings is the black pigment that is produced from wood waste. And Altmat, it's a company that is transforming textile waste from hemp residues, crop residues, into a high-performance natural fiber. So just like a general overview of our extended capabilities that support us on R&D activities and also production. So we go from material sourcing, fibers on yarns, spinning, materials developments, dyeing, so we have the different dyeing techniques, finishings, and also garment prototyping. Garment prototyping, it's only for R&D projects. For production, we then rely on the other manufacturers. So I will give some highlights on the collaborations that we've been doing with different innovators using different technologies, and also how we, for the different categories that we have on the innovations that we have on the pipeline. So they have the innovation that is the now, so they are ready to scale, they are ready to be adopted by the brands. Then we have the next, that are on the way to be scaled and are ready for pilot and small projects. And the future, which has a lower readiness level, so still on validation. So this is a collaboration with Doctarine Bio. So Doctarine Bio, it's a biotechnology company based in Copenhagen. So they are producing fermented colors, still on an early stage, but these were the first materials that we have dyed. So this was the very first capsule collection. It was the first time that I saw a garment dyed with their technology. Alga Inc. It's also producing 100% algae-based dyes and prints. We use it for dyeing and also for printing. Spark Cell. So it's a plant-based cellulose glitter to replace the glitter, the plastic glitter that we use in all these like shiny effects. So the goal now is to use it on printing. So we have done the first pilot, we have done all the validations on the first pilot, and now we are exploring also other technologies to apply the glitter. So Altmat, again, so they are transforming waste into a high-performance fiber. So they start with the crop residues, the hemp crop residues. So we start from the fiber stage, we produce the materials and also the prototype. So Spiber, it's producing, so it's a Japanese company They are producing a brewed protein, so it's a protein fiber that is produced through a fermentation process. And we are doing all the validations, also on the different materials, and we are replacing the cashmere and the silk. And as a last example, so this was a combination of the banana tex material, which is the most durable natural material, waterproof and plastic-free, produced from the abaca tree fibers. And we have combined with the nature coatings, the black coating, doing a coating and the garment tie on top. And this is all about turning innovation into a real-world impact. Thank you very much.